Hello gamers and welcome back to another Tsukihime remake let's play part. This is an interesting part for sure. As far as I know, this part should still be completely fine according to the guidelines and everything. Because last time, if you missed it, well, you probably didn't if you're watching this at this point, we 100% did the arcade route. It's now fully done. I did all the choices and everything. There's nothing left. It is just as 100 as you can get, unless there's something weird, Easter eggs that I missed or something. But yeah, it's done. So now, next step would be to start the CL route. And I did already announce my plans for it. And again, before we get to the sketchy, scary parts, I will make that announcement video as well where I explain the whole process again, but I think today is still going to be pretty safe. Because the plan is, I will try and progress now, because I did the arcade route, that's the first 5 days or so, right? Let me show you this. Is it gallery? And then the flow chart. So we did the first, from day 5 onwards, which is where it starts as the arcade route. We did all the choices, as you can see. They're all filled in there now. But everything pre-day 5 is not considered her route yet. And as you can see, there's a bunch of blanks here. So what I was thinking is that I'm just gonna now, today, work on going through all of these. Not sure if I can go through all of them. Maybe I can, actually. And then after that, we'll figure out how to start the CL route. Because all I know is that it's a combination of choices, probably in these first 4 days, that unlocks the route. But for now, I think I'm just gonna go through them one by one, not even try to like get to the route. I'm sure maybe I could figure out if I really try. But I think for now, I'm just gonna go through choices here, just to fill out this thing. So this should all be fine. And also, they said on the guidelines, the CL route is fine to play up until the opening video anyway. So even if I accidentally would unlock the route, it would still be fine, because I assume the opening is not instantly at the beginning, because it wasn't that for arcade either, I believe. So yeah, it would probably still be very early on, but not like at the beginning of the route. So there you go. So today is probably still fine. We're just going to go through a lot of these first 4-day choices, and we'll see if we manage to catch a glimpse of the route. But yes, I will still try to upload and play through the CL route properly as well, against the guidelines. Again, to recap the plan, not to blue balls the beginning too much here. To recap the plan, I will stream it normally, and then for YouTube videos, I will upload them, and they will be up for 24 hours, which after that, I will then proceed to unlist, not to delete, but unlist those videos, so they will not be publicly visible on YouTube search, homepage, my videos tab, but they will be on the Tsukihime Let's Play playlist that I have. So if you use the playlist, everything is in order, and that will have the unlisted parts of the CL route as well, okay? But yeah, for the first 24 hours, it will be publicly visible, and after that, unlisted, use the playlist. Because I really want people not to miss out on it, so hopefully I reiterate this enough. Again, there will be an update video as well, separately, before the actual sketchy parts begin. Okay. There you go. Cool. So, I think with that, we're good to go. I think I'm going to use the same strat as always. Just load the last save file I had so I can access because this flowchart, it doesn't really work from the gallery. They should probably fix that. They probably won't because it's been 2 years. But yeah, it works if you load it from the latest save file where you have the whole tree here. It's kind of weird. But yeah, what can you do? Okay. So let's access that flow chart. And now we can hop around. Let's go all the way to day 1 choices. And see what's up. Like there's apparently a choice that led to CL. Maybe that was a correct choice there. But yeah, it's fine because I'm just doing these now to see these scenes. I'm not aiming for the route per se. I just want to see these scenes, okay? Let's go. We're all the way back to day 1. That's kind of crazy. Oh, where's the wrong button there?
Hail, Myst. Hope you're doing well, boss, Myst.
Yo, Mr. Brad, and it was 68 months. Thank you so much, and welcome back to the Go Gang. Thank you. So did I pick 3 here? Is that what that means? Yeah, I admired her, I guess. Yeah, true. That's why it was the CG as well. We were admiring the senpai. There you go. Cool. Let's access that flow chart. And now we can hop around. Let's go all the way to day 1 choices. And now we can access the flow chart. And now we can hop around. Let's go all the way to day 1 choices. And now we can access the flow chart. And now we can hop around. Let's go all the way to day 1 choices. And now we can access the flow chart. And now we can hop around. Let's go all the way to day 1 choices. And now we can access the flow chart. And now we can hop around. Let's go all the way to day 1 choices. And now we can access the flow chart. And now we can hop around. Let's go all the way to day 1 choices. And now we can access the flow chart. And now we can hop around. Let's go all the way to day 1 choices. And now we can access the flow chart. And now we can hop around. Let's go all the way to day 1 choices. And now we can access the flow chart. And now we can hop around. Let's go all the way to day 1 choices. And now we can Now let's pick I can't think of a single thing to say. Unfortunately, I can't think of a single thing to say. CL pace. Oh, sorry about that. I touched my mic in a bad way. I was just moving it, I'm sorry. CL waits patiently as I fumble for words, the smile on her face never faltering.
先輩は電車通学なんですか？
そうですね。用事によっては利用します。
It's so funny coming back to this now, knowing that she's totally not like a normal student, but she's acting all like normal and cute and, you know, like any other, you know, normal girl would be. At least in an anime setting, I guess.
遠野くんは？お家は遠
I
いですか？
forgot this music. I guess they didn't play this music on a lot of the later days because it's so like, you know, happy and nonchalant before shit hits the fan. Like this, I feel like this track is probably pretty rare, honestly,
遠いですよ。始発
for the whole VN.
でもそれもおしまいです。電車通学が今日で最後。
Oh, you got some Uma merch fallen. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, speaking of Uma, not to derail this too much because again I'm streaming, so I'll yap here and there. I made it to A finals of the CM already on day 1 of round 2. So you can expect to see a reaction video on Tuesday, I believe, is it? Yeah, I think it's Tuesday was when the finals happen. So yeah, I don't think my chance is amazing, but honestly, I do have a chance, I want to say already. I do have a chance, so it's going to be exciting. Hopefully I get another dub. Would be crazy to get back-to-back dubs though. Anyway. A finals locked and loaded.
おや、お家がお引っ越したか。
Cool. Unable to come up with a decent explanation, I mumble something non-committal. I shift my gaze to the window and stare at the building streaming by. Streaming? Clueless? CL seems to sense that it's a sensitive subject and doesn't ask anything more. Our conversation continues with a faint sense of awkwardness for the next 15 minutes. Before long, the train reaches our destination, Soya Station. Hey, you 2X. Whoa, flashbang. So this is still new. It's just before 7 a.m. I left for school a bit early this morning, so the town hasn't quite woken up yet. It's quiet around the station right now. But in about an hour, it'll be bustling with traffic and commuters.
それでは私はここで。話し相手になってくれてありがとうございました。学校で見かけたら遠慮なく声をかけてくださいね。
Why you don't know the choices of myself, would you like chat to warn if you're about to enter the route? Well, I assume it will be obvious if the route is beginning and then I can just save and then, you know, go to that later and keep going through the other choices. Like, it'll be probably pretty obvious if the route is starting because it'll probably be a bit different. So I don't think I need any warnings or anything. If I accidentally happen to somehow stumble upon it, which I don't think I will, but yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. CL runs off with a smile and a wave. Seeing her dash almost makes me want to do the same. Her energy is infectious, but in the end I have no reason to hurry. I probably shouldn't be running away anyway, considering my condition. I make my way to school at my usual pace. Is that the end of the scene? Yep, okay. Time to go back. See the third choice. Actually, can I just use the flowchart here? I think I can. Yeah, I can. Let's go middle this time. Right, I think of something to ask. A question pops into my mind. Why is she on the train so early?
でもどうしたんですか？先輩部活やってませんよね。
いえ、何を隠そうボランティア活動の帰りなんです。
Wow, look how diligent she is.
ほら、生徒会公募で公園のゴミ拾いがあったでしょ。あれをちゃちゃっと先ほどまで。
Ah, now it all makes sense. CL is always running around helping out somebody or another.
早朝から30分だけの奉仕活動だったんですけどね。他の皆さんは一旦帰宅したんですが、私は面倒なのでこのまま登校してしまおうかと。
Her bag clatters. I had assumed it was full of equipment, but it must be cleaning stuff. Where, by the way? I wonder if there's some other stuff in there too. On hindsight.
中身見たいんですか？先輩の持ち物をチェックするなんて、おとなしそうに見えて大胆ですね。
I assume there's at least some kind of church stuff in there, but you know what this scene reminds me of? Okay, I guess very minor spoilers for Breaking Bad, but this reminds me of the scene in Breaking Bad when Walter is they're preparing to go over to Hank's place, and he has like his giant bag which is full of like fucking drug money, and then he's like still a bit wonky from the hospital. He's about to lift the bag into the car, and then Hank helps him like, "Whoa, buddy, let me help you there." And then he lifts the bag, and he's like, "That's pretty heavy. What do you got in there? Cinder blocks?" Then he's like, $500,000 in cash. Just boldly says it to him, and Hank is like, "Good joke, man." Well, it was actually the truth. It was so funny. Like, this reminds me of that. It's like, It's like, it was a really funny scene, honestly. Like, he actually just boldly told him he's full of fucking money, dude. Oh, this reminds me of that, because there's probably some sketchy stuff in CL's bag as well. Very funny. She draws closer and looks into my eyes. Her face is so close to mine that I can smell her. Flustered, I can't figure out where to look.
いえ、そういうわけじゃなくてですね。
Yeah, it was probably an ego thing,
式
yeah.
のほうきとか熊手とかなら珍しいなと。
If only he opened the bag.
ほうほう。私の万能高枝切りば
Is
さ
that
み
what she calls them? Multi-purpose head shears, also known as black keys, maybe? That'd be pretty funny.
よろしい。それでしたら放課後、いつもの茶道部に来てください。あなたなら大歓迎です。
Sure. Faced with such a heartfelt smile, I end up blushing. I'd like to say something clever or witty, but all I can manage is a simple yes.
約束ですよ。ここだけの話。
Wait, also now I just realized, is it possible to actually do the CL route in this game before you do the arcade, or are you locked out of that until you do the arcade route first? Since it is a choice, like it's a combination of choices. Is one or more of those choices locked out until you finish arcade? You can. Yeah, I have a feeling you can, but I just wanted to make sure. So it wouldn't even if you did the correct choices, you probably wouldn't be allowed to go there. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
そうですか。
In OG, you could, okay. Honestly, I kind of think this might be the better choice. Because clearly, I think Nasu intends... He probably put them in an order that he wants people to read them in. So, making it so that you can't accidentally stumble on the route that you're not supposed to read first. I think it makes sense, honestly. I think this is a good choice. Even if it's quote-unquote boring.
食べ物に釣られていくとか、猫かって話ですけど。
Her warm smile makes me feel comfortable enough to crack a joke. She adjusts the green ribbon around her neck.
どちらかというと、ワンちゃんではないでしょうか。
Good face. You know what? Let's already take a potential thumbnail. Let's have her doing like a... People are gonna think, is he doing the CL route? It's crazy. And then they get chip bait. It's like, haha, this is not the route. Yet. Ha.
というか、
Ooh, that's a good one too, though.
最後まで頼りになるのは
The wink is also good. Which one do you think is better for now? The wink or the surprised face? They're both pretty good. Wink is also good. It's like wink, wink, CL route, wink, wink. For reasons I don't quite understand, she seems to feel strongly about this. As we're both heading to the same place, we continue to chat. We talk about last week's midterms. We wonder why the sports festival has been reduced to a one-day event. We complain about the cafeteria always serving the same things. After getting into a heated discussion about the plan to restrict phones at school, we tire each other out, sigh in unison, and change the subject. We laugh as we trade opinions on the movies we've seen recently. I love movies. Nah, I'm more of a series guy, but movies are cool too. I'm gonna make unlisted playlist. It's the same playlist. I'm just gonna add this videos there unlisted. I don't want to make a separate playlist. It's just gonna be all in the same playlist, so people don't have to switch around. It's all gonna be there in, you know, the playthrough order. Make it easy. 15 minutes go by in a flash. It's easy talking with her. She is, after all, incredibly popular among everyone. I don't want this to end, but we only have a few minutes left before we get to the Soya station. I tried to bring up something else to talk about, but...
ちょっとうるさいんですけど。
Oh yeah, I think this happened in the other choice I picked here when I first played this. I remember her saying like, "Can you two shut up" or something. Okay, and this happened last time as well. We've forgotten where we are. What was her name again? I forgot already. We got her name last time in the arcade, 100%. I don't remember her name anymore because I think that was the first time I heard it. Mio, okay. Was it Psyche? Mio or something? Or am I... What was the family name? It was Psyche, yeah, it was. Okay. CL and I bow our heads in apology. SMH, bro.
怒られちゃいましたね。
ごめんなさい。
Oops.
私の笑い声が大きかったんです。きっと。
Oh, well. With that, our conversation comes to a halt. The friendly cheer that filled the air just moments ago has vanished. It's quickly replaced by that familiar city silence, that cold space in which everyone is a stranger. Real, dude, real. Time to the bar, and now I assume we'll get the school scene in a second here. The train pulls into Soya Station. It's just before 7 a.m. I left for school a bit early today, so the town hasn't quite woken up yet. It's quiet right now, but in about an hour it'll be bustling with traffic and commuters.
今朝も交通量が少なめですね。
Oh, she's still here.
最近街の目覚めが遅い気がします。皆さん夜更かしなんでしょうかね。
Legs. As she shares this odd observation, I notice how heavy her bag looks. There it is again. It's literally that thing. He's like, hey, let me help you with that. It's heavy. What are you carrying around here? Cinder blocks? Cash. A lot of cash.
ああ、いえいえ、お気になさらず。私は寄っていくところがあり
It's
ま
so
すの
sussy,
で、
bro.
ここでお別れですね。
She even has to make a stop on the way. What are you dropping off, huh? The latest church equipment? Like, what is this, bro? Okay, fine. She smiles a goodbye and waves as she runs off. Her lithe legs carry her so swiftly, I almost expect a comical whoosh. Not to be outdone, I feel an urge to start running too, but there's really no reason for me to hurry. I probably shouldn't be running anyway, considering my condition. I start walking towards school at my usual pace. But just as I set off... Oh. The girl from before emerges from the ticket gates. She passes by briskly, slowing only to share a few choice words.
見かけ通り軽薄なんですね。うんざりしま
Hey,
した。
yo, that's kinda toxic though. Calm down there. Alright. And with that, she stalks away. I'm struck dumb by the rudeness. It seems I've made an enemy. I should be careful the next time I have a conversation on a train. I guess I said something that upset her. Even so...
最近の中学生はおっかないな。
True. Yo, Leon, how you doing? It was regular hit and run scolding. Nope, now we're at school. Okay, so the next choice, let's see. I picked one here, apparently. Assuming they're in order again. Yeah, I met up with Ari. He goes, I'll just stay in the classroom this time for lunch. Okay, let's do that. Rip ya boy. Guess I'll stay in the classroom. I can't work up the energy to move. I know the value of a full stomach, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hungry, but I just don't have the appetite for anything right now. I vaguely remember Arihiko mentioning something earlier, but I'll worry about that later. Was it the slasher incidents? I think it was that. Yeah. Right now, all I want to do is sit in my chair and save my energy.
あ、よかった。
Oh.
教室に残ってた。
What's her name again? I assume this is the brown-haired girl. I hear a familiar voice close by. Was it Yumizuka? I look behind me to see who the voice belongs to. Yeah.
乾くんと食堂に行ってなかったんだね。危うく探しに行くところだった。
ちょっと食欲なくて。それより何かあった弓塚さん。 俺に声をかけるなんてもしかしなくても一大事。
Hello. She may be a classmate of mine, but we're not exactly what I'd call friends. We sometimes banter when Arihiko's around like this morning, but almost never one-on-one. The only explanation is that she has something urgent that she needs my help with.
まあそう思うよね。これまでがこれまでだし。
Remember what happened during Arc's ride? Did something happen to her? She didn't die, did she? Wait, did she die on the Vlov incident or something? I don't remember. 'Cause I don't think it was shown, at least. Maybe something was mentioned. She looks to the side awkwardly. But only for a moment, then she quickly returns to her usual cheery self. Just disappeared. Yeah, we didn't see a ton of her. That's all I remember.
ハバナ先生が探してたよ。
Habano?
お家のことで話があ
Habanero?
るって言ってたけど。
Chili pepper?
うちのことって引っ越しについてかな。
Mr. Habanero is in charge of all the second years. It's probably because Miss Toyama isn't around to sort things out for me.
ありがとう。すぐに行くよ。けどおかしいな。住所移転の手続きは昨日済ませたんだけど。
I force my tired body to stand up. Yumizuka continues to stand there looking at me.
他にも連絡があったりする。
Why is she miring? What's up with
何もなく
that?
てですね。
Whoa. That's pretty sus, bro. I wonder if she isn't feeling well. Yumizuka Satsuki is one of the pillars of our class. She's bright, easy to get along with, and a hard worker. Anyone could see how much she cares about the people around her. A lot of the guys love her, and I don't think any of the girls talk bad about her. It's only natural that she's always surrounded by people. She's the opposite of a killjoy like me. Even though we're in the same class this year, we've barely talked. I didn't even think she remembered my name, to be honest.
遠野くん、その
Why is she so embarrassed? What the hell?
いいよ。何？
込み入ったことならごめんね。今引っ越しって言ったけど、遠野くん
Oh, is she sad
ど
about
こか
that?
に引っ越しちゃうの？
It makes sense that she'd ask. Though she seems to have misunderstood things.
いや、住所が変わっただけ。引っ越し先もそうやだしね。そう大きな変化はないよ。夜行気に入ってるし、転校とかないない。
そうだよね。うち入試厳しかったし、試験勉強すっごく頑張りました。
Ayaya. Who knew? I had assumed that she could have gone to any school she wanted with her brains.
あ、でも遠野くんお家が変わるっていうことは、もしかして有馬さんのお家から出ることになったの？
True.
そうだよ。名残惜しいけど、いつまでもお世話になってるわけにもいかないし。
Wait a second. I don't think I've told anyone at school about staying with the Arima family other than Arihiko. What?
ごめん。俺、弓塚さんに話したことあったっけ？
Interesting.
もちろん遠野くんから聞いた話だもん。これずいぶん前の話だけどね。
If you say so.
そっか。それは、
I must have really been struggling for something to talk about. I can't remember the conversation, but if we're talking alone like this, it's possible I was desperate for a topic and let it slip. Okay.
それじゃ、俺はこれで。幅野先生は職員室。
10分までに来ないと減点だって。いつも思うけど、一体何を減点するんだろうね。
She giggles without a hint of sarcasm or scorn. I can't help but laugh alongside her. Mr. Habano is notorious for threatening to dock grades, but I doubt he'd actually do that to someone just for being late.
ところで お昼はどうするの？
Whoa.
職員室に行くついでに食堂に寄ってくよ。有彦がいるだろうし。
そっか。じゃあまたね、ト
Are
ー
you
マくん。
disappointed? She waves awkwardly and goes back to her group of girlfriends. Okay. Is that the scene? Nope. I head over to the cafeteria after getting a grilling by Mr. Habano about my relation to the Tono family. It's as busy as always in the cafeteria today. It may not be full, but most tables are packed with students. Almost a third of the student body uses this facility, while other students who want to save a few bucks use the school store. I gaze at the students waiting with their order receipts in hand as I make my way to the table. Oh. It's not skipping to the next choice. Does that mean there's something new in between here then? Because normally it would just instantly skip to the choice. No, it does. Okay, I don't know why it didn't into the... We're at the other choice. Is this a new choice? Wait, this is a new choice now. Oh shit! Could this be? Wait, this is a new choice. Should we save here and go back? Could this be a part of something? I had a feeling because I knew this middle choice had to be a correct one here because it elaborated the most on Mio and CL here, and then this now leads to something like that's completely new. Should I just save here and now, like, do the third choice here and move on? Is this, like, the start of the... Like, is this gonna... Like, is this the first checkpoint? This is probably the first checkpoint, right? So I could probably just save here and make a different save. Okay, interesting. It's not? It's just a new choice anyway? Huh. Really, now? I do wonder, because it is a new choice. But for now, I'm still going back because I didn't do this third choice here. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Now we pick number 3. What should I do for lunch? I'll go out into the hallway for now. The hallways are a mess of activity during lunch. Most people are heading to the cafeteria, but some are carrying lunch boxes, likely on their way to a friend's classroom, the courtyard, or the gym. I merge with the crowd, wondering if I should get a proper meal at the cafeteria or just buy something light at the school store when... Oh, I catch a glimpse of CL further down the hall, ayo. I'm probably imagining it, but it looks like she's heading straight for me.
よかった。探してたんですよ、遠野くん。教室にお邪魔する手間が省けちゃいました。
What's up?
それはどうも。こんにちは、シエル先輩。
Music. This lackluster greeting is all I can muster. For some reason, I suddenly feel very shy.
はい、こんにちはです。でも私たち、今日はもう会っていますから、こんにちはというのは正しくないですね。
I'm guessing this is more towards the route, because I think the more we see her is probably good for that stuff.
うん。そういえばそうでした。
I sheepishly avert my gaze. Is there something wrong with me? I've never had a problem talking to her before, but I feel really self-conscious right now. Is it because of what happened this morning?
遠野くん？どことなく落ち着きがありませんけど、何か急用でもあるんですか？
いえ、急ぎの用はないです。全然。
There's no I can tell her the real reason, because I'm fixated on every move. Or on her every move.
それより先輩、俺を探していたって何か用ですか？
はい。朝ちょっとしたご迷惑をかけてしま
I
った
like how he's actually just a crazy gooner in his mind, but he can just act like a completely normal person anyway. He's like, yeah, what's up? Hi, how you doing? Hello, hello. But then he says like, wow, look at her body. She's got nice curves and legs and shit. Like my guy's just constantly gooning in his brain when he talks to these girls.
そのお詫びがしたくてずっと探していたんです。
朝の迷惑って ああ、
Oh,
電車
they're
の話。
scolding.
でもあれは迷惑というより役得というか。
I had a lot of fun talking to CL. With her to keep me company, the train ride flew by in no time.
でもうるさくしすぎて女の子に怒られたじゃないですか。そのお詫びです。つかぬことをお聞きしますけど。
Also, she mentions the scolding here, which didn't even happen in one of the train choices. So this is probably correct stuff.
ですよ。食堂に行くか購買で済ませるか。
Man be
迷
loud,
っていたところ
good
です。
day mate, while his brain is going to town.
Bruh. Yeah.
よかった。それならご一緒できますね。朝のお詫びにおごっちゃいますから、これから食堂に行きましょう。
え、
With a smile, CL grabs my arm and whisks me away. Yo. It's rare for a third year to be where all the second year rooms are in the first place, so this only sends even more looks our way. I can feel everyone's eyes on us.
ちょっと待ってください。朝のあれは俺だって悪いんだから、先輩が謝ることでもありません。むしろ逆です。謝るならこっちです。
I tear myself away. My face must be beet red.
おお、それは聞き捨てなりませんね。謝るべきは遠野くんの方だったと。つまりその罰として遠野くんは私のお願いを一つ聞いてくれるとかありなわけ。
As I feel her gaze teasing me, my cheeks burn even hotter.
いや、今のは言葉のあやでですね。
では観念して私を食堂に連れて行ってください。
Well, there you go.
今日は誰かとランチしたい気分だったんです。運が悪かったと思って私におごられてください。
Well, I didn't play the original, but I have no idea how long the routes would be. But maybe. That's just cheating. There is no way anyone could say no to a smile like that.
はあ、おごられてってそれも逆ですよ、先輩。
だって私が楽しかったのは本当ですから。それでは食堂に急ぎましょう。早くしないと席が埋まっちゃいますからね。
True. She takes my hand again and leads me down the hallway at a brisk pace. Ooh. Do we get a scene at the cafeteria? We do. Perfect timing. The tables are wide open. A sizable line stretches back from the counter. I'd guess it's about a 5-minute wait.
私が並びますから、遠野くんは席を確保しておいてください。嫌いなメニューはありますか？あるのでしたら今のうちに聞いておきますけど。
いえ、ないです。食べ物に好き嫌いはありません。
大変結構な返答です。それではパパッと行ってきますね。
Without waiting for a response, she trots away to get in line. I guess this is an offer I can't refuse.
2人分の空席できるなら角がいいな。
I'm still not sure if I'm mentally prepared for lunch with CL. Finding somewhere quiet and out of the way might make it less daunting. I scan the cafeteria. There are a few empty seats in the middle, but all the corner tables have already been claimed. Real, dude. Real. There might not be any corner seats left for two at this...
あった。
Ooh. The seats I spotted have just been taken by someone with a familiar face. Oh, is it Arihiko?
よー、殿、こっちだこっち。
The orange-haired delinquent waves an arm at me, paying no attention to all the looks he's getting. I feel a migraine coming on. Oh no. Still, I'm not mean enough to ignore him outright. All the other corner seats are taken anyway. In a way, he is a people repellent. As his friend, it's my right to abuse that ability to its fullest.
おっせえ、今日は特別ゲストが来るって言ってなかったか？のんびり重役出勤してんじゃねえですよ。
ああ、そういえばそんなこと言ってたっけ。 で、その特別ゲストはどこに？
それがな、昨日からスケジュールを抑えていたっつうのに今朝になって断られた。なんでもお詫びをしたい人がいるから今日の昼食は忙しいんですだとよ。
His shoulders sagging disappointment as he slurps his chikara udon.
お詫びをしたい人。
Those words sound all too familiar.
特別ゲストって、もしかして
Clueless?
姫勢？メガネの似合うショートカットで元気よく動き回って、それでいて
Clueless?
頼れる空気出しまくり。
なんだそれ、いつから俺の頭を盗んだ。
Caught.
いや、そういうわけじゃなくてさ、その。
お待たせしました。こちらの席でよろしいですか、遠野くん。
Ciel appears next to our table with a radiant smile. She's carrying a lunch tray loaded with food for two.
なんと。
おや、乾くん、奇遇ですね。
She takes a seat without missing a beat. She sits down in front of me next to Arihiko.
お。
He starts sputtering like a dying engine. Maybe he's in shock due to his sudden stroke of luck. I get it. I was the same way not too long ago. I mean, you're still a gooner, bro.
遠野くんもどうぞ。今日は遠慮せずにお腹をいっぱいにしてください。
There's no way I can say no to that smile. I give in and take a seat across from her.
それじゃあ、ありがたくいただきます。
Clapping my hands together in thanks, I look down at the tray she brought. 3 dishes are lined up before me. Oh, here we go. Curry with rice, and curry udon. Yeah, okay. It's the thing that everyone always talks about with her. Yeah. Dude, I would devour that shit though. I love Japanese curry though as well. I had both curry udon and a lot of curry rice as well in Japan. It was like my most eaten dish there. Oh my god. This curry, it's really good. It's so fucking thick with the noodles and it's delicious. It's one of the cheapest meals we had in the school cafeteria actually. Curry udon. Like there was no fancy garnish or anything. It was just a bunch of curry and udon. And it was like 300 yen or something crazy cheap. Like it was a big bowl too. It was so cheap, but it was delicious. Like, it was crazy, bro. Curry rice was a bit more expensive because it always had a side. Usually, it was tonkatsu. But sometimes, I think it was a certain day of the week. Was it Thursday, maybe? They had karaage as the side, and that was the best day ever. Karaage with curry rice as the side. Oh my god, it was like the best thing ever. Every time that was on menu, I had that. It was so good. But yeah, this is based. Very good. I'm getting hungry already, and I just ate like 2-3 hours ago. God damn, bro. That looks good. I'm confused now. Just be hungry, bro.
先輩。
はい。
Share the restaurant name? No, it was my local university's cafeteria. That's where I mostly ate because I, stayed at campus for my internship. It was a very similar looking place like this, actually. It was a big cafeteria hall with big tables and everything.
Yeah.
There was like a machine outside the doors where you got like a ticket, and then you hand the ticket to the cooks, and they make your food. Like you could pick like curry udon from the thing, and you got a ticket. You put your money in, you get the ticket, and you bring it to the counter, and then you wait. And then you get delicious food. We even had the exact same. Dude, this is so fun. Let me actually show this. I've shown these so many times already, but like this is so funny. Like looking at the background picture as well. Even the trays look so similar. It's so funny. Like let me find I think I have a picture of the curry udon as well. This is so funny. Yeah, I do. This is so cool, actually. This is great, dude. Oh my god. Let's see if I can show this easily. Like, look at this. This is my picture. It's curry udon from Japan. This is from my album that I have saved. Like this was the curry udon at the cafeteria. It was so freaking good, dude. Look how thick and nice the curry is. Oh my god. Like if you compare this to the picture on the back, look at the trays and even the chopsticks are very similar. Oh, they even have the same I didn't notice it had garnish. It had some onions as the garnish. I just kind of mixed it up already in the picture, I think. They were probably better on the top. But yeah, I clearly mixed it up before I took the photo. Wow, that's so funny. It's actually the exact same thing. Let's see if I can show you the picture of the curry rice as well. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Let's see. Get a load of this one. Oh my god. This was a day where it was tonkatsu with it, but yeah, this was delicious. And then you could also have free miso if you wanted. I wasn't a huge miso fan, but it was so freaking good. This was amazing. Like you dip some of that katsu into the oh my god, it was so freaking good, dude. Oh, and again, some days it was karage instead of katsu. Holy. Where's the spoon? I didn't pick one up. I just ate it like it. Dude, I mastered it. I did it. Look, you know what's crazy? Before I went to Japan, I didn't even know how to eat with chopsticks. And by this point, I was already scooping everything with chopsticks. I was a fucking master, bro. Also, it was like ultra sticky rice, so it was totally eatable with chopsticks. Like when you put it in, you get like big chunks of it. Because it was super sticky rice, basically. So it was so easy to eat with chopsticks anyway. I had no issues. But yeah, delicious. There you go. There's your food interlude. God, I'm getting hungry, dude. I miss that shit so much. Thanks for the reminder game. Oh my. Japanese curry is so freaking good.
何ってカレーにしか見えないけど。
There you go.
もちろんみんな大好き定番のカレーですよ
Honestly, this makes me tempted to use this as a thumbnail as well. Just her with the curry on the background. I'm gonna take this as an option too. Look how smug she is. Everybody loves it. True. I agree. It's great. You really rice on a plate with chopsticks? Well, at home when I make like my chicken rice as well, I use a spoon. Yes. I use one. I don't even have chopsticks. Even though I still make sticky, I use a spoon. So in hindsight, if I went back, I'd probably use a spoon. But it was totally eatable or edible with chopsticks anyway. So I had no. I always cleaned the plate. Like the plate was very clean by the time I was done with it because it was good. Okay. Yo, Cheek with the 43 buds. Thank you so much. Shadow, welcome back to the Go Gang. Yeah, I watched all the State of Play stuff in Summer Games. I saw the of Street Fighter announcements too. Tifa is happening. She's not wrong. The problem is that there's nothing but curry.
メニュー3つありますね。
もちろんです遠野くんは男の子なんですからいっぱい食べてもらわないと私は一品でいいですからどうぞお好きなものを選んでください
Wow.
それじゃあカレーライスとカレーうどんで。
Sure. Otherwise, I'd just be eating 2 helpings of the same thing.
残さず食べてくださいね
Uh-oh.
遠野くん好き嫌いないんですから
I don't see an ounce of malice in her smile. This isn't a joke or a prank. She's actually doing this out of the goodness of her heart.
いただきます。
But yeah, I'm surprised how fast I learned how to eat with chopsticks. I wasn't amazing at it, but I was at a pretty good level because it's so different to eating with like a knife and a fork that I always use. I already took a thumbnail shot of the curry stuff, Panzani, don't worry. I think I have an even better one than the cute smile. I had this mug shot. With no choice, I dig my spoon into the curry. As soon as I do... Oh. I thought Arihiko's soul had left his body for good, but he springs back to life.
お前さんね いつまで無二の親友を無視してるわけ？あれだろ一言。やあ、常に生きていてありがとう乾くん。ところで今日は素敵な先輩を紹介するよ。おっと僕は忙しいのでそろそろ校舎裏に行く。あとは二人でご歓談の歩道とかいろいろさ。あと余ってるならそのカレーうどんちょうだいね。
Alright. Valid.
やらないよ。でも常に生きていてご苦労様乾くん。
Alright. His arm shoots forward. I deftly guard my curry udon from his thieving hand.
乾くん、遠野くんとお知り合いなんですか？
何言ってんすか。知り合いも知り合い、中学時代からの大親友ですよ俺たちは。
Probably one of the few things he'll say with absolute sincerity.
そうだったんですか。ごめんなさい、約束を保護してしまって。そのですね、
Awkward.
私が今朝ご迷惑をかけてしまったのが遠野くんなんです。
いいっす。筋の通った理由っすから。というか名前さえ教えてくれたらこっちから遠野を連れ出したっすよ。
No.
でこいつどんだけひどいことをやらかしたんですか？
Hey, yo.
早朝の電車でばったり会って、そのままおしゃべりしていたら他の乗客さんに注意されちゃいました。
True.
ダメですね。周囲の迷惑を考えないと。遠野くんは悪くないのに私の代わりに怒られてくれたんです。
はあ、早朝の電車っすか。ダベルなんて人の自由ですけどね。あ、早朝？遠野はわかるとして、先輩電車通学だったっけ？
Sauce.
今朝はボランティアの帰りです。公園のゴミ拾いですね。
Sure.
ほら、学校の掲示板でもあったでしょ。生徒は自主的に参加するようにって。
ああ、海浜公園のあれか。さすが先輩、ご苦労様です。でもそういうことするから教師連中が当てにするんすよ。先行どもは好きあらばサボりやがるんだから、あんまり調子に乗らせないでほしいんですけどね。
いいんです。私が好きでやってるんですから。それに先生方もきちんと学校のことを考えてくれています。今の物言いは
She's
関
so
心できませんよ、
diligent.
乾くん。
She bluntly shuts him down. From what I can tell, it seems like Arihiko and CL are on pretty good terms.
先輩、もしかして毎日ボランティアをやってるんですか？
なんだ遠野知らないのか？シエル先輩と言ったら真の生徒会長って呼ばれてるぐらい便利な人でだな。
知ってる。肩書きだけの生徒会と違って何でも解決してくれる完璧な3年生だろ。
おう、1年じゃファンクラブまであるし、
Blush.
教師連中も厄介事が起こるとシエルに相談すれば安心だなんてのれんに腕押し状態だからな。今じゃ先輩が何をしたって文句を言う教師もいないぐらいだ。
The way he's bragging, he almost sounds personally proud. Yeah, he's like, okay, this is my senpai. She's so dependable.
ファンクラブまでは知らなかった。すごい人だったんだ、シエル先輩って。うちの教師連中に頼りにされるなんてよっぽどのことだよ、それ。
I look at her in wonder.
はい、ありがとうございます。
Her spoon clinks against the plate as she stirs her curry. For a moment I worry that we've embarrassed her, but then I'm reminded of the pressing issue before me. I have my own curry to eat, not to mention a full bowl of curry udon. My doctor says I shouldn't overeat, but I'll feel guilty if I don't eat everything she got for me. I better wolf down the curry before I start to feel full. Meanwhile, CL and Arihiko are talking about their families. I knew that Arihiko's parents are no longer with us, but I didn't know CL lived by herself too. Apparently her apartment is fairly close to Soya Station. She lives past the business district by the south exit, rather than near the shopping district by the north, in a residential area that spreads eastward.
ところで遠野くんは どの辺りに住んでるんですか？
はい。
I'm quietly eating my curry when she suddenly turns the conversation to me.
どの辺りと言われると、その返答に困るというか。
Since my place of residence changes today, explaining my situation would be a bit awkward. I wish I could brush it off and just give some vague general answer, but it's impossible for me to lie when she's looking at me right in the eyes.
質問で返しますけど、先輩はなんで俺なんかの家を知りたがるんです？
I wonder
だっ
why.
て遠野くん、私のアパートの場所を聞いちゃいましたよね。
Good cover.
なのに私だけ遠野くんのお家を知らないのは不公平だなって。変ですか？
まあちょっと変です。不公平だなんて妙なことを気にするんですね、先輩は。
妙なことじゃないです。
Well,
どこに住んでいるかわからないんじゃ、何かあった時お見舞いにも行けないじゃない
why
で
is
す
she
か。
thinking something might happen? My mouth stops mid-chew. Her offhanded question gives me a sudden thrill.
お見舞いって例えばの話、
Yeah, sure,
俺が
that's
風邪で
that's
も
what
ひい
she
たら
means.
見舞いに来てくれるとか。
いえ、
More
行きま
like
せん。
if a homicidal vampire attacks you, where can we find you?
今のところそんな予定はありませんから。
The joy I felt a moment ago was evidently premature, although I don't think she meant anything bad by what she said. She must just be naturally blunt.
At Myst play the mortal
俺の家も
shell
こ
to
の町です
beta
よ。
yet.
徒歩にして。
Well, I don't even know what that is, so not really no.
ほら、北口から郊外に上がると坂の上に住宅地があるでしょ。あそこの奥まで行ったところです。
It's just the time that is my lighting better on camera. Well, it's the same camera, so it's just the time, I guess. Yeah. I mean, we're at the time of year where there's actually some good proper sunlight here in Finland. Like, yeah, most of the year it's fairly dark and cold, but we're, you know, kind of approaching summer now, so it's quite a bit of sunlight, which is cool, yeah.
ああ、そうだった。今日から引っ越すんだっけ。
I do have
お
my
前
blinds on though, but there's still my camera is really sensitive to light, which is the reason I have my blinds on. So some is still seeping through, which is still appears probably a bit more bright, but yeah, it's a bit brighter for sure. Arihiko jumps in as if spotting his chance. CL cocks her head quizzically.
引っ越したですか。遠野くん転校生だったんですか？
は？
What an odd thing for her to ask. Arihiko and I wordlessly glanced at each other.
あのですね、俺は1年からこの学校にいるし、先輩ともその頃から顔見知りだったじゃないですか。
This really, dude, I don't know why, but the previous thing when he says like, what an odd thing to ask, it reminded me of one of the funniest YouTube comments I've ever seen that I saw like this week. I'm still thinking about it. It's so funny. I almost want to start using it at myself too, because it was such a good reply. Oh my god. It was like, it was in some video, I think it was a CS video, where people were glazing a team. Like the video it was like a shorts or something. And then someone in the comments said like, that's why they're the GOAT. And then someone replied to that guy saying like, why? Because you said so? It's like, what? Why be so hostile, right? Like, it's such a weird thing to say. And then someone replied to that guy who said, this is the best part. He said, what a ridiculous response. I hope you find happiness. And the fucking sent me so bad. Like, oh my god, absolutely destroyed. Holy shit. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, actually, in the YouTube comments. He just said, what a ridiculous response. I hope you find happiness. Like, it's just fucking send me to orbit. Like, I really want to start using that. If someone is being like, if someone is just being a dick, just be like, what a ridiculous response. I hope you find happiness. Like, it's the best thing.
なんだって
It's still rent free in my head, dude.
転校生だなんて単語が出てくるんです。
Oh my god. So funny.
だって遠野くん引っ越したって。
What a way to shut someone down for being an asshole.
引っ越したら誰だって転校生になるわけじゃありません。住所が変わっただけで学校は変わってないんです。今までは親戚の家にいたんですけど、今日から元の家に戻るだけなんですよ。
I'm gonna sneeze, I think. Excuse me. Oh my god. There's a double for you. See how strange confusion seems to clear up.
お家が変わっただけなんですね。
Wait, what is Maestro?
それで今
Oh, the date.
郊外の住宅
Well,
地に引っ越した。
not here at least. We don't do the date in that order. That's next month for us. Because we do day first, month second, year third. So right now it's 7, 6. That's how we do it here.
そう。坂の上
We
にあ
go
る
from smallest to biggest. I think that's a pretty logical order.
なるほど、合点がいきました。じゃあもしかして遠野くんのお家というのはあの遠野邸のことですか？
I sense some hesitation in her voice. The people of Soya proper probably look at the giant house on the hill with a kind of reverence. It's been 7 years since I was last there, but in my memories the Tono mansion felt as big as a castle. I mean, from what we've seen as well, it looks giant, yeah?
そういうことです。自分でも場違いだとは思ってるんですけど、引っ越しちまったものはしょうがないから。
その様子じゃあんまり乗り気じゃなかったのか。自分の家って言っても7年ぶりならしょうがねえか。しばらくは他人の家みたいに感じるんじゃないか。
You just sneeze yourself. Hey, welcome to BioLife.
どうだろう。まだ帰ってないからよくはわからない。まあ、俺にはお前の家っていう避難場所があるから気は楽だけど。
なんですかそれ。ざっけんな。俺んちはお前のビバークポイントじゃねえですよ。休みになりゃ泊まりに来やがって。
Wait, he has a
お
sister?
かげで姉貴は俺より友達の遠野くんびいきになっちまって年々小遣い減ってるんですけど。
I'm guessing that's more on him, but I keep that to myself. I don't want the conversation to turn sour. To be honest, the Tono family isn't something I feel comfortable talking about.
へえ、仲がいいんですね、二人とも。
よくねえ。俺と遠野は奪い合うことはあっても手を取り合う
That sounds different from what he said
いわば
before.
敵同士っすよマドモアゼル。
Sus.
でも遠野くんは乾くんのお家に泊まるぐらいなんでしょ？仲すごくいいじゃないですか。
違いますよ先輩。遠野は長い休みになると家に
You better?
居逃げてきただけです。
I don't remember if
こ
you
の
have.
野郎預けられたことで有馬の人たちに遠慮してんの。で部屋が空いてる俺のところに転がり込んでくるってわけ。こいつは外見がいいから姉貴にも気に入られちまってさ、厚かましくも手ぶらで泊まりに来るんだぜ。
He clenches his fist in anger. I never knew that bothered him so much. I'll have to bring him something the next time I go over.
預けられたって遠野くんがですか？
Yeah. Arihiko claps his hand over his mouth. He laughs awkwardly, seeming to realize he's said too much.
気にするなよ。別に悪いことじゃないんだから。
I continue eating, keeping my eyes on my curry.
そっか。まあそうだよな。あれで文句を言ったら罰が当たるってもんか。
He nods empathetically. A part of me admires the way he can turn and fire back at anything.
ごめんなさい遠野くん。その前のご家族とはうまくいってなかったんですか？
Man, she's really curious about him and the Tonos, huh?
いやそんなことはないっすよ。こいつ有馬の親御さんとは何の問題もないもんな。みんな超いい人たちだし。いや有馬の親父さんは割と怖いけど。だって言うのにこいつは養子にならないかって話も断って休みになれば俺のところに逃げてきやがるんだ。本当に何が不満なんだお前は。
不満なんかあるわけないだろう。 良くしてもらってるから、これ以上負担をかけたくないだけだ。
This fork is so long it almost makes me want to assume this is also correct in the, you know, the choices. I finish eating my curry. Wow, look at that clean plate. Oh, alright. Next up, an entire bowl of curry udon just for me. But Ciel looks upset.
ごめん、シエル先輩。つまらない話だった。
そんなことないですよ。私の方こそ変なことを聞いてしまってすみま
Nice
せん。
slice of life VN game. Yeah, true. It's very wholesome. She tries her best to brush it off. It might be fine with Arihiko, since we've been friends since middle school, but it seems like this sort of talk is too much for her. In fact, she's fidgeting like she'd rather be anywhere else.
あー、ごめん先輩。俺ちょっと遠野と内緒話があるからさ。席
Wow.
外してもらえない？
Wow, dude. I can't believe he said that. In a roundabout, no, in a very straightforward way, he just told CL to mind her own business.
何言ってるんだ。内緒話なんてどこでもできるし、第一先輩はまだ食べ終わって。
Oh. Somehow, despite her talking to Arihiko this whole time, she has cleaned her plate. Professional over here.
いえいえ、承知していますとも。それでは邪魔者はここで。お先に失礼しますね。
With a quick bob of her head, she takes off, leaving me and Arihiko alone at the table.
先輩も居づらそうだったし、俺もこうした方がいいとは思ったけどさ。
Womp
今の
womp.
は紙一重じゃないか。お前。
まあさっきのは仕方ねえだろう。口を滑らせたのは俺なんだし、嫌われ役ぐらいはね。
He noisily slurps up his chikara udon. It must have gone cold while he was focused on his conversation with Sia.
お前、先輩のことを狙ってたんだろ。
Ayo.
そりゃ俺に限らず誰だって狙ってますよ、シエルさん。うちの学校じゃピカイチだしね。でもまあ今の流れで気にするような性格だったらどうでもいい。遠野に内緒。
Oh, Archer of the End artist is rolling for her? That's kinda cute, I guess, yeah. A lot of people seem to know the artist, but I don't really recognize the name. What have they done otherwise? Or are they just like a generic illustrator? Or do they work on some series or something? Like a manga or something? I don't actually recognize the name, but a lot of people seem to recognize the artist. Actually, Doujins, really? Interesting. I'm not sure if I don't really recognize the art style from the top of my head, so maybe I haven't read any of those books. I don't know. He sounds unusually serious. I break apart a pair of wooden chopsticks with a snap and start on my curry udon.
なんだよ。気持ち悪いな、急に深刻ぶって。また何かやらかしたか？
そんなんじゃねえって。俺が聞きたいのは実際遠野はどうなのかってこと。
どうって何が？
だから遠野は小学生の自分からよそに預けられてたんだろ。どんな理由かは知らないが、それから7年も経つんだ。なんで今になって感動してた息子を呼び戻すんだお前。
感動されていたわけじゃない。なんとなく屋敷から出るように言われただけだ。
Yep, pretty much.
遠野君君ね、なんとなくで子供を家から追い出す過程があったらそれは悲劇じゃなくて笑い話ですよ。ただしほら一歩手前、寒すぎて笑えねえけどな。
That was a long fork. Assuming it ends there. Not sure if it does. The truth is, my father and I had been on bad terms long before the car accident and hospitalization. The Tono family is a distinguished household dating back centuries, with customs very different to those of a regular family. My childhood memories are of an enormous old house and the oppressive, antiquated practices of the family within. The Tono family is wealthy, with shares in a wide variety of companies. My father, Tono Makihisa, wasn't much of a businessman, but the assets he inherited from my grandfather were more than enough to help his businesses make a fortune. A mansion from another era. A high-class lifestyle that valued history and decorum. Any child would have found life in that mansion unbearably dull. So when I was told to go live with the Arimas, I had no qualms about leaving my real family behind. I think it was the best outcome I could have asked for. I got along well with the Arimas. Keiko and Fumiomi treated me no differently than if I had been their child by birth. I had always wanted to be a part of a normal family, and living with the Arimas gave me that opportunity. I don't have any regrets there. With one exception, my sister Akiha. She was a year younger than me, and I left her behind at the manor. I wonder if Akiha resents me. I mean, why wouldn't she? I left her in that giant lonesome house with no one for company but that pig-headed man. It's not hard to imagine what she thinks of me, of the brother who ran away from it all. Well,
そうだな。
and we're still in this fork.
確かに何
This
となく
must be a
で家から
significant
追い出さ
one.
れた
I refuse to believe it's
そりゃ
not.
笑うしかない。
It wouldn't be this long.
だろおまけに二度と敷居はまたぐなっていう決め台詞付きだ。世間様ではそういうのを感動って言うんだ。今まで聞かなかったけどな。お前なんで感動されたんだ？
Yeah, I'd like to know the answer to that myself.
ま、話したくないならいい。
He picks up his bowl with both hands and drinks down the broth. Lunch always feels so short. I follow his example and quickly down the rest of my food. Well, there you go. Sheesh. So what choice is this now again? Interesting. Wait, so there was another choice here? Was there? Wait, did I miss something? Huh? Unless it was a combination of some previous choices. Was there a choice here? If there's no choice here, I assume this is a big fork then. What? What? I already picked all these. This must be a significant fork here for the route or something. It must be based on previous choice combinations. Okay, so that's probably where the route would like start to go. I assume already. A different scene if you pick a different choice. Yeah, it must be because... I'll leave that for now, I think, instead of figuring it out. I think we'll just keep going for the next ones. Because this is probably significant, right? Because it seems to be a combination of choices, which is pretty sus. So yeah, okay. I think we'll just leave that for now and just keep going deeper into this. Wait, what did I pick here anyway? Let me just click, did I just pick middle one? No, the hallway. I'll just go here to the next one. So here... I guess there's two outcomes here as well, though. Because there's only two choices, which is weird. I think I picked wander around school and we met CL in the tea room. So I guess now we go back to the manor. Okay. Sure. Oh. Or that was what I picked? Oh, no, it just skipped through... Like, it erased one of those boxes. What the hell? I'm so confused. Dude, there's so many choices that I bet are a combination of things. Man. Let me go back and check the first one now if it's any different. If I pick here. I think it's not going to be different, but let's see. Yeah, it's not. Oh, wait.
どうしたんですか?
It is different!
浮かない顔してま
It
す
didn't skip to the next choice. Like, it's the same scene, but I assume it's different now. Because I picked something else this time before. Oh, I didn't stay? Really? I thought I did. Why would it skip? No, I definitely did. Because why else would it skip a little bit to this point, right? I'm pretty sure I remember going to the tea room. I remember that. I don't know. Unless that was a different choice. Okay, anyway. This is new apparently though, so I'm gonna read this.
なんだか遠野くんの方が落ち着いてるなってちょっと驚いてました。
うちはもともと厳しい家だったから こういうのに慣れているだけですよ。それより先輩、話したかったって言ってましたけど、何の話ですか？
おっと、そうでした。実はお昼に聞いたお話がどうしても気になって。
昼の話って。
Oh, yeah. Because we
俺の
picked
実家の
that choice for the lunch one, so now we have this topic again. It wouldn't exist before. She nods.
遠野くんが嫌じゃなければですけど。ほら、
Is this music new?
この時期に住まいを移すなんて何か良くないトラブルでもあったのかなって。
うちの家の話なんて聞いたってつまらないですよ。それこそ時間の無駄だと思うけど。
つまらなくてもいいですよ。私が聞きたいだけなんですから。
はあ、物好きですね、先輩は。
Perhaps so, she smiles.
それじゃあ話の続きをしましょう。自分の家に戻ると言っていましたけど、今までご実家には戻られていなかったんですか？
はい。いろいろあって、7年近く実家に戻ってなかったんです。療養生活みたいなものでしょうか。10歳の頃に事故に遭ったんですけど、それからは慢性的な貧血持ちになっちゃって。で、遠野の家は何かと騒がしいので、落ち着ける親戚の家に預けられていて、それが昨日までの話です。
ああ、それは大変でしたね。その傷の方はまだ。
She's really curious, dude.
そっちはバッチリ治っています。後遺症は貧血だけですけど、親父に言わせれば、事故に遭う前からその気はあったそうだし、別に気にしていません。
そうだったんですか。辛いお話をさせてごめんなさい。つまりその親戚の方々が10歳からの育ての親ということになるんですね。
そうですよ。有馬という家の人たちで、俺にはもったいないぐらいよくできた人たちでした。
I find myself expressing far more gratitude than I really intended. I was fortunate to have been able to live with Darimas for 7 years.
過去形なんですね。いずれご実家に戻ることが分かっていたから、有馬家の人たちはあなたを家族として接していなかった。という。
いや、そういうわけじゃなくて、遠野家から呼び戻しが来るなんて全く思ってなかったし、俺も恵子さんたちもずっと一緒に暮らすと思っていました。
呼び戻しがないと分かっていたんですか？遠野くんは遠野家の長男なのに？
はい。本当のことを言ってしまうと、療養生活というのは建前なんです。俺と親父は犬猿の仲というやつでして、怪我を理由に手よく放り出されたようなものなんです。
It's kind of eye-opening playing this after finishing the arc route. Or reading this part.
それはあなたの勘違いではなく。
そうですね。勘違いならそれに越したことはありません。
I try my best to answer her question honestly. I feel myself smiling ever so slightly. Her concern is heartwarming. The idea that all of this might just have been one big mix-up.
でも、それを確認することはもうできません。ついこの間、当の本人が奇跡に入りましたから。親父はぽっくり言っちまって、7年間の行き違いはこれでおしまい。未完のまま終了です。
Well, I know better than anyone that's a big if.
お父さん、亡くなられたんですね。それであなたは実家に戻ることになったと。
はい。新しい当主からとっとと帰ってこいと矢の催促で。
It's a very
おっかないん
deep
で、
conversation.
今日から戻ることになりました。
I wrap up the story quickly. Something seems to be on her mind. She takes a short breath and returns her gaze to me.
一つ聞いていいですか？
Her serious tone has me instinctively straightening my back.
どうぞ。俺に答えられる範囲でなら。
そうですか。では遠慮なく。あなたは先ほど有馬の家の人たちを過去形で話しました。あなた本人ももう切り離して考えている。遠野くんはそれぐらい前のご家族が嫌いだったんですか？
She means Keiko and Fumiomi, the people who raised me for the past 7 years. A father and mother who were not my real parents. A home that was not my own. But in spite of that,
いえ、大好きで
oh,
した。
look at the sunset.
血が繋がってないことな
So
んて
bright.
気にも留めない人たちで、俺が一人で落ち込んでいるのが申し訳なくなるぐらいあったかかった。そういった疑いようのない愛情を信じられる自分もまんざらじゃないんだなって思いました。
What's the emote again? Was it called Life? I think that was the sunset one. Or whatever. Yes, these people love me. So as quickly as I can, I need to become a real member of their family. I've told myself that constantly ever since I was young. I'm not even sure when I started. But I must have repeated those words to myself over and over until I was blue in the face.
でも
Oh yeah, there it is.
ダメだったんですね。
はい。熱しやすく冷めやすい性格って言いますけど、きっと自分はそうなんです。
No matter how much how much love they gave me or how happy I felt, the next day it would feel like it had happened to someone else. Those feelings never lasted. They never felt like mine, no matter how much I wanted them to. That's why, at the very least, I try my best every day not to forget the fact that they cared about me.
家族に関してはそれが顕著なんです。父親母親が向けてくれる愛情より強い愛情を返せない。なんで
I couldn't shake the idea that as long as I stayed like that, I'd never truly be part of their family. Maybe it's childhood trauma. Wherever I go, my family always feels like strangers. Childhood trauma, he says, by the way. Clueless? Ciel is silent. She averts her eyes and shrugs her shoulders apologetically.
ほら、つまらない話だった。すみません先輩。時間
How
を
far are
無
you
駄
allowed
にし
to
ちゃ
go
っ
in the
て。
route? Well, until the opening plays, supposedly. The opening video.
Go!
Oh, shoot.
I'm now.
It's Legion 40 big ones on tier freaking 3. Thank you. Very kindly. That's very nice of you, Matt. Big welcome back to the Go Gang. Glad to hear you're live. That's good. It's just a prologue. Well, again, I'll definitely keep going, but at least, you know, that way we can, up until that point, we can handle all the uploads normally. But I'm still gonna keep going. And if something really bad comes out of it, then I'll quit. But I'll at least try. You know, I did say that.
いえ、そんなことないです。すごく有意義なお話でした。
She forces a smile in an effort to lighten the mood.
でも、ちょっと意外でしたね。私、遠野くんってのんびりしている子だなって思ってましたから。
基本的に俺はのんびりしてますよ。できるだけ今を楽しむってのを座右の銘にしましたから。終わってしまうことより先のことを楽しみにしていた方がハッピーでしょ。
She doesn't need to know I stole that from Arihiko.
先のことを楽しみにですか。
You don't have curry but spicy noodles. I enjoy.
いいですね、そういうの。私も全力で応援したく
Is
なっ
it
ちゃいました。
Bulldog or something else? The
しか
classic.
し、できるだけエンジョイするですか。それじゃあ差し当たって明日から一緒に投稿とか。
Well, surely this is a big meaningful one. Wow. Her sudden suggestion catches me off guard and finally makes me notice how long I've been going on about myself. I'm usually not like that.
いや、そういう意味ではなくて、楽しむってのはあくまで希望的観測に過ぎないというか、先輩を口説くならもっと事前に段階を踏むというかですね。
It is a bulldog, okay. No.
はい、もちろん冗談です。
They're surprisingly good, but man, it's like what happens after you finish eating is the worst part about those.
遠野くんが紳士であることは私も分かっていますから。
Of course, he would never do anything that would violate a girl or anything like that. Nah. He doesn't sometimes just pop off. He's a true gentleman. Part of me feels a little disappointed to hear that, but I'm glad to have avoided any misunderstanding. I collect myself and bring the teacup to my mouth. After talking for so long, the tea has grown cool. We kept talking for about an hour after that. It was fun, and CL was attentive the whole time. Still, it's not something I'm used to. I suddenly feel very tired. Her favorite part seemed to be my story about the class trip in the middle of school, or in middle school. Apparently she didn't get one, and as she caught the flu the day before and had to miss it. Oh no, that's the worst. Those were like some of the days to look forward to the most in like grade school and middle school. The field trips. Oh man.
中学2年生ということは14歳の頃の遠野くんですか。
Yeah, that was my mistake, man. I had the really spicy one, but I had no ice cream or milk, so I had to suck it up. There was nothing I could do. I just had to wait and drink a lot. Like when you're drinking, it feels good, but as soon as you stop drinking, it feels bad. So I really bloated myself because I drank so much cold shit. But again, it doesn't help if it's milk, or if it's not milk rather.
その頃の遠野くんも見てみたかったで
It
す。
lasted for like a good 15 minutes, and then it was like, okay, now it's kind of bearable. Long 15 minutes though. Those words paired with that smile would make just about anyone turn red. I could keep talking to her forever, but the sun is beginning to set. It's about time for her to close up the tea ceremony room, so I decide to make my way home. Ooh, is that the scene? Yep. Right. Yeah, there's these choices here, they're very sussy. I think we're just gonna keep going for now, but there's definitely some sussy stuff going on with these things here. This clump. It's a very sussy clump. Okay, so last time I picked 2, I guess, according to this. My sister Akia. Okay, let's pick father this time. Makisa. Memories of my father spring to mind, though I don't recall us doing anything together. He was a strict father. He was quiet, rarely showing much emotion. Do not leave the house. Do not go into town. Always remember that people are born into their status, and those without our noble blood are of inferior stock. How nice, dude. Such was the ethos of Makihisa, the Tono family at large, and the family. I rebelled against their principles. I felt my father's teachings were wrong. It wasn't from any fault of his logic, though. He just couldn't convince me that his beliefs were right. It seems strange, but they felt behind the times, even as a child. I wasn't the only one who disagreed with him, but I was the only one who did it to his face. As a result, I often left the manor in contempt of his rules, which ultimately led me to my accident. The world that lies beyond the manor is an unsightly place. It is a hemlock of the mind. How ironic. In the end, my father was right about that in a way. After waking up in the hospital, he never came to visit me. Not even once. Oof. My last memory of him is the day I was discharged from the hospital. The day he commanded me to stay with the Arima family. And now he's gone. Not seeing my father before he died doesn't particularly bother me. That must speak volumes about our relationship. That was a fast one. Was the third choice here? Someone else I played with as a kid. Well, this is a fun choice. Does he remember them? Probably not. There were actually quite a few people living in the mansion other than Makihisa and Akiha. A number of relatives occupied the main building. The servants, on the other hand, stayed in a separate one. They're vague, but I do have memories of playing with children other than just Akiha. I seem to recall... Is the forest? Ooh. No, I can't quite remember. A lot of people came in and out of the mansion back then. According to Keiko, Makihisa was trying to aggressively expand the business at the time. She said it was so busy back then that it would be stranger if I did remember everyone.
そうだった。それより、今は親父のことだ。
Memories of my father spring to mind. Oh, it was the same. So that comboed into that one. They're the same. Interesting. Wow. Alright. So up here I picked 2, apparently. Call out and ask her name. Oh yeah, was this the first time we'd meet Kohaku or something? I'll just follow her quietly. I'll be good and follow along. I may have vague memories of the mansion from 7 years ago, but I was just a child then. They're probably not all that reliable. I take a deep breath and step into my old family home. And...
いけません。私たら順番を間違えてました。
She twirls around and gives a polite bow. Perhaps she senses how nervous I am.
お帰りなさい、四季様。どうぞ、今日からよろしくお願いします。
Her greeting is accompanied by a radiant smile. I tail her timidly, unable to respond in any adequate way.
それでは。
Oh, is that a small skip there? Well, this is new at least. She smiles mischievously. Please excuse me. The housekeeper gives a slight bow and leaves the room. Oh, yeah, it was, and now it skips again. Okay, because I guess we did... So, you can go on with that scene and not learn her name, I guess? That's kind of silly, but yeah, I guess at this point he still doesn't know her name, and that's why they did a small skip there to increase... Or to put housekeeper in there instead of her actual name. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's go number 3 now. I get the urge to explore the mansion. Haha. I'd like to have a look around the mansion a bit while I have the time. It may be my own house, but seeing a place this fancy has me feeling restless.
今に行く前にちょっと他の部屋を見て回っていいですか？なんていうか懐かしくて。
I think there was a rec room on the second floor of the west wing.
覚えていらっしゃるのですね。
What?
ですが、申し訳ありません。
Womp womp.
明葉様がご当主になられてから、遊戯室や図書室、サロンといった大部屋は施錠されております。
Oh well.
長男であらせられる四季様であっても、明葉様の許可なく使用することはできません。
ああ、そうなんだ。それは残念。
I look away, embarrassed at having been denied so easily.
やっぱりそう自由には使わせてもらえないですよね。
いいえ、ご挨拶がお済みになればすぐにお許しいただけますよ。きっと。
You're curious if they make people play these scenes again for the other rods? I mean, if they're relevant, then probably, yeah.
あ、でも鍵のかかっている部屋に入るときは私どもに一言かけていただけると助かります。
Ooh, I wonder which room is that. Would it be a certain study that leads to a bad end later?
塔の邸は外だけでなく、うちのセキュリティも厳しいので、許可されていない部屋に入ってしまった場合、身の安全は保証できません。
保証できないってまた大げさな。 矢でも飛んでくるんですか？
いいえ、矢より恐ろしい規則に厳しい当主様の
Oh
雷が。
no. The housemaid chuckles like she just said something funny and hurries me down the hall again. She must want me to wait in the parlor first.
お帰りなさい、四季様。どうぞ、今日からよろし
Then
くお
we
願いし
still
ま
don't
す。
learn her name in this choice. I'm glad I asked it the first time around. I continue to follow timidly behind her, unable to respond to any adequate way to her greeting. And then skip. There you go. Last time, I picked number 2, I think. Oh, we get to meet the Mr. Bandages, or that's what I did. But instead of going around or out, we'll just wait here at the parlor. So we probably won't meet him then, maybe. I think I'll just wait here. I don't think walking around would do too much to calm me down. Regardless, speaking with Akiha should be my first worry. She is the head of the family now, after all. I spend my time sitting on the sofa. The courtyard I can see from the window is exactly how I remember it. You could fit 4 tennis courts on it. Behind the courtyard there should be a mammoth garden. And past that, the forest. I remember. Uh-oh.
おや、戻る前に立ち寄ったのだが。
I guess we do meet him no matter what you pick here. Oh wow. I look back at the sudden voice and my breath catches in my throat. Standing at the door to the hallway connected to the lobby is a strange man dressed head to toe in black.
こんにちは、四季君。塔の邸にようこそ。というのは間違いか。君の場合、お帰りというのが正しかった。
The man, who based on his voice I'd assume it is in his 30s, enters the parlor like he owns the place. There is not a trace of color on him. His entire body is wrapped in black bandages. He looks like he's stepped straight out of a mystery novel.
あなたは？
覚えていないのか。ああ、そうか。私だよ。佐伯ゴートだ。
So yeah, Psyche as well, I am. Surely a coincidence.
君が子供の頃に何度か顔を合わせたことはあったが、このなりではね、覚えていても一致はしないだろう。
Psyche? Was there a branch family with that name? More importantly, this man.
構わんよ。キーの視線には慣れている。私は事故で顔を焼いてしまってね。ずいぶん前からこうでもしないと出歩けない体になっている。アキハにも煙たがられているが、こればかりは仕方のないことだ。彼女にも責任の一端はあることだしね。
Sus. Saiki Goto walks over to the cart, pours himself a cup of tea and brings it to his mouth. There is an air of pompousness to his movements, but none of it comes across as out of place. The man possesses a natural composure. There's an elegance to everything he does.
しかしまあ、よくも帰ってこられたものだ。
I think he said the same stuff even if you like left the parlor and bumped into him. He's kind of like salty, mad.
君のことだよ、四季君。牧久の言いつけを破って屋敷を抜け出した結果、くだらない事故に巻き込まれて脱落した。脱落。そう、脱落だ。
Oof.
君はご両親からの投資を投げ捨て、自らの義務を放棄した脱落者だ。にもかかわらず、こうして屋敷に戻り、アキハの兄として振る舞おうとしている。そんな自分が恥ずかしいと思わないのかね。
I repressed the urge to stand up, sinking further back into the sofa instead. The contempt in his eyes is obvious. There's no reason to escalate things further. Besides, he isn't wrong.
おや反論はないのかな。
ないですよ。義務を放棄したのは事実ですから。でも、脱落者とか投資とか、
True.
家族の話にそんな言葉を使うあなたこそ、恥ずかしいとは思わないんですか？
家族の話だからこそ的確な言葉を選んだんだよね。養育は一族の将来への投資だ。知性の人間はともかく選ばれた血筋尊い家系において個人の自由は存在しない。
Rough.
自由、いや自意識と言ってもいいな。それらは成人した後一族を背負えるようになって初めて獲得できる権利のはずだ。君は遠野の子でありながらそれを理解していなかった。秋葉とは似ても似つかぬ三流だ。まあ一度地に落ちていながら帰ってくる高顔さだけは一流と言えなくもないがね。そう睨むな四季君。今のはただの客観論だよ。私個人の評価じゃ。
Nothing personal, kid.
誤解させてしまったようだが、私は君の帰還に反対はしていない。どちらかというと賛成派だし、そもそも
Considering he's saying that, he seems a lot pretty aggressive about it, but you know, fair enough, I guess.
そのである私にどうこう言えることでもないだろう。
An outsider? He isn't part of a branch family?
佐伯家は祖父の代から遠野家とは対等の付き合いをしている。現代風に言うと
ビジネスパートナー。
今日は商談に来ただけでね。長引いてしまったが色良い返事をもらえて上機嫌で帰るところだったのさ。ああ、この陰気な姿でせっかくの帰郷に水を差すのも忍びない。今日はこの辺りで失礼するよ。
The bandaged man, Saiki Goto, leaves the parlor, his lips curled in a sarcastic smile. Oh. I bite my lip thinking of the word Saiki used. Failure. He's right, the word describes my place in this house perfectly. Ouch. Skipperoo? Nope.
失礼いたします。
I guess we still continue on this branch. The girl returns exactly 10 minutes later. Is it because we don't know her name, so some of these have slight variety? Because it's either the girl or Kohaku? Is he gonna ask her name now?
何かお気に障ることでもありました？
She must be able to tell that Psyche's words have affected me.
いえ、なんでもないんです。ちょっと気をされているだけで。あ、お茶、ありがとうございました。美味しかったです。
まあ、お上手ですね。こちらこそ、お褒めいただきありがとうございます。
She smiles bashfully, brightening the room.
と、それより本題ですね。お待たせいたしました。秋葉様のご用事がお済みになりましたので、執務室においでください。
Yeah. We ascend the large staircase in the lobby to the second floor. Akiha's office, the heart of the family. I was never allowed to enter the office when I was a child. A room occupied by each generation's family head. And that room now belongs to my sister. Oh, here's the skip. Oh, here we go. It doesn't skip because now we get this part revealed in this branch. Apparently the housekeeper's name is Kohaku. There you go. Let's skip now. She gives me a slight bow before exiting the room. I think it skipped again. It's so funny. No, it didn't. Okay. The only people left in the room are myself and two girls I don't recognize. Oh, there you go. Because now we're in equal footing again to the previous branch. That's so funny. That the only difference there was that we didn't know Kohaku's name. Because I never asked about it in that choice. Anyway. I guess we'll let it skip for now until we get to something that we haven't seen. I think normally it should do the skip instantly, but friggin' dude, probably doesn't take too long. Or does it? I could also load the latest save and go back from there. But I assume it won't take too long. Enjoy the flash forward. No, I don't want to save my progress. Day 2, that was all the day 1 choices minus that one sussy block, which I think will be very important to getting to a certain route, but we'll still keep going with these choices. So last time I chose number 1, I think. So instead of eating at the cafeteria, I'll buy some bread and eat it in the classroom. We have time for a little bit of more choices here before we do some Silk Song. I'll get some bread at the school store and have a simple lunch. My financial prospects from here on out are looking a little grim. The head of the Tono family does not fool around, so I'm not even gonna try asking for extra allowance. Best not to get my hopes up. So I need to keep my expenses as low as I can. It would be pathetic if I ended up going broke. I got the usual from the school store. Some filled bread and a carton of tea. It was a madhouse since they just started selling some new kind of bread, so it took me a while to get to my lunch. The packed lunch crowd has already finished eating and are just chatting now.
遠野くん、これからランチ？
If only you knew about credit cards. Yeah, but the problem is I think a lot of Japanese places wouldn't take credit cards anyway. That's the problem, because a lot of them take cash only still, even in this day and age. Like, this is already set in like way past, right? But if you go to Japan in 2026, depending on where you go, it's cash only. Not every place has card readers. So, yeah. Not sure how much it would help him anyway.
そう。うるさいのもいないし、気楽にね。
Like, I love Japan for, like, you know, being old school about a lot of things. The money stuff, not so much. That's one of the things I think they should just modernize. There's no reason to keep it that old school. Like, there should be card readers everywhere. The fact that a lot of places still are cash only is kind of like, ugh. And then it's like a whole process. Like, if you've never seen or bought anything with cash in Japan, like, when I went to my local, like, big grocery store, when we, like, filled our fridge and freezer at the dormitory, since we cooked a lot of our own food in the small kitchen we had, we had to pay with cash only at that specific grocery store. And it was like, I go in there, I just go everything goes through the Reggie, scans everything, and then I like take out a 10k yen bill or something, because we were paid in 10k bills. It's stupid. So I gave her a 10k bill, and she like puts it away, and then she like takes the change, and then the Japanese way is like, she has it in her hand, she literally counts it, like she like puts it in your face. She's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then she's like, there you go, here's everything, and then she like spreads it on the thing, and then she's like, here you go. It's like a separate tray where they put the change. It's like a whole process. Like they count it up for you and everything. They want to make sure you think they're like, you're not getting scammed or something. Like, it's a whole process with them and change with cash. But then it's like, then they like hand it to you like this. It's like, okay, thanks. Like, I'm sure you counted correct. It's like a whole process. Very formal.
私はもう済ませちゃった。それで、
So a card would be a lot more convenient.
待っちゃったんだけど、これからお昼ならサイドメニューとしてどうかな。
I shoot a surreptitious glance at Yumi's gaggle of friends. What the hell does surreptitious mean? That is a very fancy looking word. It looks like they're whispering with each other about what's happening between us. Whatever's going on here, if I refuse her offer, she's sure to be ridiculed for it later.
それはありがたい。パンだけじゃ味気ないし、ありがたくごちそうになります。
I clap my hands together in appreciation.
そうだよね。パンだけって寂しいよね。
Ayaya, bread. Ayaya.
はいこれ唐揚げとアサリの佃煮。
Oh my, that sounds kinda nice. I love karage. What an odd combination. Her mom made the karage, but she made the clams. I have to say it wasn't bad. Thanks to her, my lunch has become a lot more appetizing. Stonks.
ごちそうさま。美味しかった。次に機会があれば、次はこっちがお返し。
いいよ。今日はたまたまだから。
Was there ever scenes like this when I first played through these parts? I don't remember her being this obviously, you know, interested in him. Maybe I just did all the choices where this wasn't visible, because she's clearly into him now with these choices. Like, it's not even subtle, dude. She is completely into him. Because I don't remember. I probably just picked all the choices where you didn't see any of this. Yeah, like we barely saw her at all anyway, right? Yeah. Yeah, she definitely likes him.
それより、そうそう、富山先生の話聞いた？
Yeah, how's the weather?
富山の話って昨日のやつか。
Oh, is this when the teacher was killed? Oh, shoot. That was brutal. I mean, we didn't see it, but yeah, that happened.
不幸にあったとか、そういう噂の。
Monka.
あのね、あれ、間違いなんだって。
Huh? I guess they covered it up, I forgot. They picked the boring choice for the school, I guess.
何でも自動車事故に巻き込まれて足を骨折したから。
Yeah, surely you'll find her at the hospital, yeah. You'll find her there. You can go visit right now and she'll be there. She won't be in a coffin.
そうか。
Honestly, there probably wouldn't be much left anyway, right?
いや、よくないな。足を怪我して入院ってことは歩けないってことだもんな。富山からしたらふざけるなって怒られそうだ。
あ、そうだよね。私ったら何喜んでるんだろう。ごめんなさい。考えが足りませんでした。
Her smile turns into a remorseful frown. But I get how she feels. Even if it was just a rumor, people were saying that she died. It's only natural to be relieved after hearing that she was actually just injured.
気にしないで。俺も弓塚さんと同じだったし。けど、それじゃあしばらく担任不在か。いなければいないで寂しいもんだな。
早く治して戻ってきてほしいよね。
I feel the corners of my mouth turn up. Her smile must be contagious. She might not be a head-turning beauty, but she makes up for it with her ability to put people at ease. This charming trait has made her our class's go-to confidant. Yumizuka is quiet and easygoing, but she's become very popular regardless. Yeah, I wouldn't say she looks bad. Like, she looks really good though. But dude, it's also anime art style, so everyone gets the free boost, right? But still, even then, everyone tacitly agreed to recommend her for the role of class rep. And despite her modest protests of "I wouldn't be good at that," she's been nothing but a natural at it. Wow. Before I know it, there are only 2 minutes left until lunch ends. I got some good news, and Arihiko isn't here to make a ruckus. This has makings of a peaceful afternoon. But... oh, she's still there. I'm sorta unclear as to why she's hanging around me, bro.
弓塚さん、もうすぐ5限目だよ。
I hate to admit that she does kind of look like Neza with the hairstyle, but she looks way better though. I'm gonna sneeze, I think. Oh, it's so close. Oh. It's not happening. Whatever.
知ってる。あと1分でチャイムだよね。
Might as well make the most out of the time, huh?
ああ、みんなチャイムが鳴ってから席に戻るだろうから、まだ余裕はあるけど。
いや、どうかな。私的には余裕はないんだけど、でも乾くんがいない今がチャンスというか、
TTS is disabled? Is not. You didn't use a TTS. You literally didn't use a seal. With the bell about to ring and our classmates starting to take their seats, she struggles to articulate what she's trying to say.
そのですね。
Bro.
これ余ってるから遠野くん使うかな。
Damn, you go, girl. Slay, queen. Go get him. She holds out a small card. It's a rewards card for a diner?
ありがとう。でもいいの？
ポイントは貯まってるから。いや、友達がピンチでアルバイトに応募したら店長さんにカードいっぱいもらっちゃって、気が向いたら食べに来てね。夕方7時とかそういう時間に。
Come on, bro. You gotta get the signals at this point. She hastily retreats back to her seat. The bell rings. Truth be told, this is a nice turn of events, but the situation is a bit too complicated for me to simply feel happy about it. All because Arihiko went and brought that stuff up during lunch yesterday. Oh, is his anemia kicking in? Or just a transition, I guess. Still going. We had just wrapped our conversation about the tone of family, and we're about to finish our lunches.
ところで弓塚のことだけど、お前あいつに気があるとか
Whoa.
付き合う気とかあんの？
Very straightforward. Just like that, I find myself in an unsolicited life counseling session.
なんで今そんな話を？
いや、今朝もアプローチされてたでしょ君。ちょいと気になってな。弓塚一応クラスのアイドル扱いだろ。万が一にもお前さんに脈があるなら東京行こうと思ってな。
Nani?
はあ？なんだそりゃ。俺が弓塚さんをどう思っていようとお前には関係ないだろ。
Whoa.
そりゃねえけどよ。どっちも不幸になる組み合わせとか見てらんねえって思
What
った
does he
だけ。
know? What is this?
弓塚はああ見えてなんつうか、まあいいや。確かに俺が口を挟むことじゃね
Come on, the blue balls, though. Okay, dude.
え。で、どうなんだよ。あいつと付き合う気あんの？あんだけモーションかけられてたら普通は
Yeah,
すぐ
even
彼女
he's
確定だろ。
very observant, unlike Shiki.
それは難しいと思うけど。
Ooh.
ほう。弓塚タイプじゃないのか？
そうじゃなくて。断っておくと、
Oh.
俺弓塚さんタイプだからな。
Oh.
お前が粉かけようもんなら
Man
全
just
力
wants
で
his
止める
harem
ぐらい。
intact. I get it.
パパかてめえは。じゃあなんで距離取ってんだよ。
いや、それがなんていうか、
Huh?
弓塚さんを見てると
This
なん
is
でか
all so
悲しくなるん
sussy,
だ。
bro. What the hell?
そりゃひでえ。脈なしとかありとか、
Hmm.
それ以前の話だったか。
Hmm. I bury my face in my hands, frustrated by my own selfishness. But I've always been like this, and I've never been able to do anything about it. Every decent person I meet, it's like I subconsciously put them on a pedestal and keep them at arm's length. It's not that I dislike them or anything. I just get scared and can't let myself get close to them. And now I have this card worth exactly 1,000 yen, and I have no idea what to do with. I wonder if this is a meaningful choice too, since this seems to be a thing that goes on. The name of the restaurant is Lindbergh. It's a run-of-the-mill diner by the north exit of Soya Station. Surely won't be relevant, Clueless. Wow. What have I gotten myself into? Oh no. Is he actually heading there? Oh, no. That was that choice. But I feel like that will be a semi-meaningful one, though. Oh, what does the full chart look like now? Interesting. There is still a third choice here. I think we'll leave that until next time, because I don't want to do too much overtime here, since we're just going through one choice at a time now anyway. I'm gonna sneeze. There it is. Okay. Okay, so there you go. Wow. We are not at the CL route yet. Definitely not. There's definitely very sussy things going on with this group of choices over here that I think will be very relevant. But for now, I'll just keep going through all these choices leading up until day 5. And then after that, I will figure out how to start the route. And then we'll just go ahead and try. That's the plan now, okay? So, yeah. There you go. Cool stuff, though. Still actually stuff that was interesting to see. regardless. But there you go. That was that went by pretty fast. So that's another Tsukihime part. This again is still fine to upload. No need to unlist or anything. So hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, we're getting ever so close to see our route. Stay tuned. Remember, we're just gonna do a special treatment for it. Not sure if it starts next time either. Still, we have many choices to go. But if it's not next time, it's probably the one after that. But if you liked the video, press the thumbs up button on it. Of course, it helps out. And subscribe, not to miss out on future ones, because again, this is pretty much weekly, so expect to see another part next week, getting ever so close to the start of that route. Can't wait, honestly. It's been a nice ride, and hopefully it works out with our new plan to do the workaround for the guidelines. Also, shout out to our patrons on the screen right now for supporting the channel, being nice people in general. And otherwise, hey, have a great rest of your day, whenever you're watching this. And hope to see you again next week for another part of Tsukihime, a piece of blue glass moon. See you then. Bye.